Continuing my series where I rank every single Pokemon by generation, today is Gen 4, the Sinnoh region. And this one's really nostalgic for a lot of people, but for me personally, I actually didn't get to play Sinnoh until like after Gen 7. I played Gen 3 on an emulator, and then my first games on a console were X and Y. So I kind of just skipped over the Gen 4 and Gen 5. So my biggest experience before then was playing, like, just watching the anime. So, but then since then I have played the games, and I've played the remakes, and of course I've played Legends Arceus. So let's get into it. That's just my background of it. So for the starters, right, my favorite of the starters is Turtwig by far. He's just a really cute little turtle, and I really like him growing up into Torterra. Grotle is hit or miss for me. I'll put him down in B tier. So the way I'm ranking these is S is the best of the generation. A is I still really like them. They're just not like the best of the best. B is I like them a bit, you know, I have some affinity towards them. C, no opinion. It's not good, it's not bad, it's just no opinion whatsoever. D, I don't really like them. And F, I think they suck and should be deleted. So, but continuing on, Chimchar and Infernape up in that S tier. With Monferno, he's like solid. I think that's the way it is, the way it goes for like all of the middle evolution starters. It's like the beginning of the line and the end of the line are like these really peak S tier Pokemon. And then the middle is just kind of there. Now, I will say, if I'm being realistic with myself, I actually will drop down Chimchar and Monferno to A tier. The only reason that I think they're kind of like decent is because they're some of the only fire type choices in this generation if you want to use only generational Pokemon, which I typically do. I think that was just a huge oversight, and I kind of got tired of being forced into Chimchar line. So Starly is a good bird. Yeah, but Staraptor, I say he's a solid A tier. I know people love him to death, but it's like, Bidoof, you might hate me for this, he's B tier. I like him, I think the memes are funny, but he's not, you know, he's not my personal guy. Bibarel, don't really care one way or the other. Kricketune is okay, just because of that iconic cry. Then we have Shinx. I like the Shinx line. I don't like Luxio, really, but Luxray and Shinx, peak. Budu, okay, this is just going to be a trend, and I will show you guys. I think the baby Pokemon were a mistake. Why? So most of the average Pokemon, they are already just that mid tier. What reason did baby Pokemon have to exist? Except for like Riolu, but that also shouldn't be a baby. I don't know. I just don't like the baby Pokemon. Roserade is decent. Cranidos is A tier. Rampardos is S tier for me. In my opinion, he is the best fossil Pokemon that, you know, Nintendo has ever created. Shieldon does not have that sauce for me, though. He's like mid. The Burmy line, you can all kind of go in this mid tier. They're here. I don't know why they're here. Same thing with Mothim. Like, they're kind of cool, but they're also gimmicky. They're location based. I don't get it. Combee, I like. Vespiquen, I like. Pachirisu is cute, but not, I don't really lean one or the other. Now, Buizel and Floatzel, those are also my guys. Okay, actually, I'll bump him down to A, but they're my guys. Back when I was like, I don't know, 8 or so, when I was really getting into Pokemon, which was like almost 2 decades ago at this point, but they were my first Pokemon card that I remember having. If I can find it, I'll show you guys the card right here. But yeah, I think they're cool, and I have a lot of nostalgia for them in particular. No opinions, no opinions, no opinions. Shellos and Gastrodon, I really like the blue ones. Not as much of the pink ones. Which is weird, because pink is actually my favorite color. I just think, is it the East Sea Gastrodon? I can't really remember. Ambipom, no offense, D tier. He's A-Palm with two arm butt hands, and I don't really care for him. Yeah. Okay, D tier for the Drifloon, simply because of Valley Windworks. Just having to play on a Friday in particular, and on the Switch, I can't just change my date to be the Friday. I actually have to wait, so it's just kind of obnoxious. Drifblim doesn't have that problem. I was never super drawn to the Baneri and the Lopunny line. Don't worry, guys, I'm not sus. Miss Magius is okay. Honchkrow is that guy. I do quite like Honchkrow. Let's see here. You're just mid. I'll say you are D tier as well. Not because you're just ugly, it's in your name, but because of the fights. It's like, I can go ahead and put Skuntank right there as well, for the same reasons. Like, you're fine, you're shit. You were a bad Pokemon, and I know your line got a Mega recently, but you're just not it. You're just not it. Bronzor, Bronzong are fine. You're a baby, you're a baby, you're a baby. Just babies can just go. They should just rot in F tier. Chingling is the worst of all the babies, of course, but still, it's a baby. Shadot, he's kind of based with his, especially back in Gen 4, you can make him say anything, and they had to nerf his voice box, which I think is really, really funny. Spiritomb, of course, is that guy. Gibble, Garchomp, but Gabite has the same problem as mid-evolution starters. Munchlax is an exception. He can go into B tier. He's an okay baby. Same thing with Riolu. Lucario, A tier. So, until semi-recently, I didn't really care that much about Lucario, but I think it was with ZA, I just got a much more appreciation for Lucario because I actually used him. I used him in that game quite a bit. You can go there, you can go there, you can go there. Now, Krogunk and Toxicroak. I think those are fair placements for those guys. With Krogunk in B and Toxicroak in A. I remember the anime, Brock had one. Toxicroak was just kind of dumb. I love him. I love the little poison fighting guy. No opinion, no opinion, no opinion. You're a baby, which makes you stupid. No opinion. Weavile. Weavile's good. He's not, like, top of the line for me, but he's good. He's good. Magnezone is also really cool. Don't really care too much about the others of the line, like Magnemite and Magneton. Magnezone is pretty cool. Licky Licky, dead. Dead to me. Shouldn't exist. Bye-bye. Rhyperior is... You know what? I'll put him in A. Rhyperior is pretty freaking cool. Tangrowth, I talked about it in my Kanto one, but Tangela is one of those nostalgia Pokemon for me, and Tangrowth is just right there with it. You're cool. They are much better than the rest of their line. I think that Gen 4 as a whole kind of cooked with the evolutions. I couldn't give a shit about the babies, but the evolutions were decent. Except for you. Don't like you. Yeah, no, I don't like you. You and you, which I actually really like Leafeon. Gliscor. Yeah, he's cool. Mamoswine. Yeah, he's cool. Porygon Z. Yeah. Oh, Gallade. Whoops. But Porygon Z. Yeah, he's cool. Gallade is S tier. He was one of my original favorites when I was getting into the series. I had a Mega of him back in a Mega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. He's really cool. Really cool. Don't like you. I love him though. Mystery Dungeon gave me my love for the Dusk line. Frostlass is cool. Rotom is cool. Uxie, no opinion. Mesprit, no opinion. Azelf might be my favorite of the Gen 4 Pokemon, if I can make my thing work. He honestly might be my top Gen 4. One of my old usernames back in the day was like Azelf of the Lake or something like that. I don't know. He's my favorite. And I don't know why. I just really like his design. Dialga objectively is S tier. Palkia is not Heron. Palkia is A tier for me. I like him, but not as much as Dialga, right? Heatran, honestly, kind of go down to C. I don't really like him that much. Regigigas, he's cool. Regigigas is cool. Everyone knows that Giratina is that guy. Both Giratina forms are that guy. Cresselia, don't have an opinion. Fiona, F tier. Manaphy can be in D. Just no thanks, honestly. Just no thanks. Darkrai is, of course, that guy. I'm conflicted between A and S, so you know what? I'll put him right here at the beginning of A. Just to know he can go either way. He can go A or S, but I'm leaning towards A for now. Okay, I know I just said Azelf, but it might be Shaman. I do really like Shaman. I actually got this Shaman Sitting Cutie for Christmas, just because I love him so much. So, honestly, forget what I said earlier, Shaman's top. And now, Shaman's Sky form is decent. He might be up there with Darkrai for me, but not really the S tier for me. I really like the Hedgehog. The Hedgehog, the land form, beautiful. Shaman Sky, take it or leave it. Now God. Arceus. Arceus is up there. I don't know why, I don't know if it's just me, but I really like just the mythology behind him, the different plays, Legends Arceus, the game. By the way, it is Arc, because in that game, you get the Arc phone, and you don't pronounce it the Arse phone. So it is Arceus. I don't care what anyone else says. Just like how Rayquaza is pronounced Rayquaza, not Rayquaza, because it's for Quasar. It's just a little personal thing, but I'm very particular. But yeah, that's my ranking of it. Let me know, comments below, your guys' thoughts, your opinions. And yeah, I'll see you back next week for Unova region. Thanks!